Mateo. And you kind of have to. I'm not saying it's. I'm not encouraging it. However,
speaking of encouraging, that man right there, it's encouraging to see him. We have not seen Mateo in a little while, but it's great to see him. One of Jersey's staple players, has been rocking it with the Palutena for so long, has been ranked PR in the past. A9, also no stranger to A9, one of the best South Jersey players out there. We are going to be seeing Palu versus Steve, game 1.
Oh my God. Did you see his, like, did you see his eyes widen the second that game started? Oh my God, I've never seen a man life.
You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. You see how Alex's eyes are kind of widened? You gotta become the character, Amber. That's how you win. That's how you win in Smash Ultimate. You become the character.
God damn. All right, but right now though, Mateo. Whoa, sorry, my brain just like shut down for a second there.
You're
Definitely
good.
one of the more quicker paced polys that I've seen, especially down in Tri-State. You know, it's always been him and Marvell. Mateo has always been the more aggressive of the two, I will say, and definitely showing off his strengths here against a more defensive character like Steve.
Yeah, I mean, experience comes a long way for a player like Mateo. Has been playing this game for such a long time. One of the staples, as mentioned already, of New Jersey. But going up against a young buck, one of the up-and-coming players in A9, playing with Steve nonetheless. But still, A9's been killing it with any and every character that they've touched with their controller. So we're seeing a pretty even game so far. No stocks to be taken yet. That anvil not going to be enough to take it either.
Yeah, good DI there from Mateo, able to react just in time to still keep this first stock alive. Now Mateo trying to find his way to get into these walls here that A9 is setting up, and doing a pretty good job at it, I will say, but unfortunately not going to be able to close anything out here just yet.
All right. And if you're Mateo, you still kind of want to play the waiting game, or just wait for somebody to fall into that explosive flame and just steal the stock.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, gonna take that stock immediately with that powered minecart. And now A9 with a whole lot more resources to play with. This Steve just got a whole lot scarier.
Anything you can do, I can do better. You throw out a side B, I'll throw out my own, and we'll see which one is stronger. But we're back to even, literally in percentages. As I say that.
Yeah, no, never mind.
All right. It's funny because it's a very straightforward game plan with Palutena. You know she wants a nair. You know she kind of is going to go in with a back air. Oh, okay.
What a grab.
Okay. Nice catch right there from Mateo. But as I was saying, you know, you want to get in with nair. You want to get in with back air to get the damage. And Steve just knows what to expect at that point. Not making it easy, though.
You know, a bit of a one-note neutral here that we are going to see from a character like Palu, but still, I do feel like he's making some really good use, even with those limited tools.
Okay. All right. We'll take it.
Steve, what more is there to say?
Yeah. I mean, on the contrary, it worked out for Mateo this time. Usually it works out for Steve in those scenarios.
Oh, good reflect. I actually thought that was on the counter there, but unfortunately, yeah, that minecart is a projectile, so not going to be able to get anything too strong. And speaking of strong, getting that kill throw with that up throw, and DI or not, you're going to be dying.
Double down tilt. Not something you see often, but paying off right there for A9. Gonna get damaged as well. You have, you have the diamond. Might as well use it.
For sure. Oh my God, almost got the kill there off of that up tilt. Could have been a 0-1 up smash, but still not gonna overextend just a little bit too much here. Just trying to play the long game here, but trying to play something a little bit more safe here.
Nice patience right there from Mateo. Just waiting for the option, the moment to strike. Dash attack not going to be enough to take it, but 107. And Steve not only has diamond, but has another one in hand, just in case he runs out, but no need. Down smash for your troubles. Game 1.
Yeah, if that first kill screen wasn't going to be it, it was absolutely going to be the second there with that damage buildup, and that's going to be A9 taking this game.
And knowing Mateo, he would just run it back. Like, yeah, immediately. I heard the psst. So, no change in stage, no nothing. Running it back. And gonna stick it through with the Palutena.
He started things off, of course, going back to PS2, because the Jersey Classic.
Yeah, why not? You don't lose anything, you don't gain anything from it. It's a neutral stage, especially for both these characters, I want to say. So, you know, just there has to be something shifted. Mateo has to have realized something in A9's game plan so that he would be willing to go back to the stage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's also probably just a comfort pick for Mateo as well. Palu is a very good character on the stage. Okay, good dash attack there. Just trying to get them in that pretty good position to get those juggles, but unfortunately not going to be able to hold that advantage for very long.
Wow. And if he just waited a little bit longer, he could have broken the minecart, but because the back air clash as minecart came out, minecart was not going to break.
Yeah, just trying to find some way to get rid of this first stock as soon as possible. You don't want to let Steve stay alive for too long. Oh, able to call up the footstool out of shield with the up tilt there. Yeah. Really great awareness there from Mateo.
That's going to be the first stock, and that's going to be a good way to shift the momentum. Nair trains for days. Oh, going to get 22%. Not bad. Nothing to scoff at, but still, you want to keep tacking on that damage, and I love the aggression that Mateo is starting to do. I don't care if I have the lead or not. I'm going to be in your face, says Mateo.
Oh, unfortunately going to get called out there, trying to go for that explosive setup with that pirate minecart. And, right. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Unfortunately, missing up the nil there, so this lead is still going to be held on to just for a little bit longer.
Not that much longer as the...
Not that much longer.
Yeah. Finally lost, but anything can happen. It's a shift of pace. The spot dodge is still going to get caught from the minecart, and yeah, you want to be aggressive now. You want to get rid of the stock now. Steve with Diamond is not something you want to deal with, especially with somebody of A9's caliber. And that's why. Oh my gosh. That's exactly
what a call out with that dash back F smash. Alright, forward tilt gonna be poking straight through that shield, but sadly the follow-up not gonna be able to get a kill just yet. Up tilt, not gonna do it. Still staying alive. Trying to clip through these anvils with the back up here, but back are gonna be closing out with that neutral good enough.
And we are down to an even stock game. Mateo just doing the 1-2s, not risking going for too much damage. If the combo is not true, just play it safe. I don't think Steve has diamond. Yeah, Steve has no diamond, so this is pretty much a fair playground for both these players.
Looks like this could be Mateo's game to take here, but oh my god, with a character like Steve, it's going to be very difficult to get that percent back.
And you see A9 is just mining, hoping, praying that a diamond can be displayed before Mateo potentially brings it back.
I think this might be it. I think it might come out very soon, but he doesn't even need it. Catching the jump in with that back air, and that's going to be A9 staying pretty strong here and moving on to top 32.
Yeah, good stuff to A9. Gonna move on. Wasn't an easy battle. Mateo definitely kept it close, but A9 just proving this time around that the newer guard is above the old guard. Yeah,
playing with some really great neutral right there. A9 using their patience to their advantage there, and just honestly played the matchup pretty well.
I'm trying to think of what Mateo could have done differently, but I just think A9 was covering every single option. Like, there was not really much to say to that, except A9 was just ready for almost everything and anything.
Yeah, you can tell he was very experienced in the Steve matchup, or not Steve matchup, very experienced in the Palu matchup.
Yeah.
I will say, I feel like Mateo, I don't know. I try to think of something to say, but I really can't think of it. I think A9 genuinely just played better.
Yeah. And that's just the matchup. Sometimes you can just say, oh, it's Steve. Steve did this, Steve did that. Not a real character, whatever. But A9 and a lot of other Steves as well. Like they always prove time and time again, like, you know what? I just got better neutral. I'm just a better player. And that's exactly what I think A9 did this time, in this set at least.
Yeah, you could definitely see that the outplaying was indeed there. A9 definitely had some really strong plays here.
Yeah. As we see every single stock, and it's how every single stock went out. You know, it goes to show you, nice back air. I don't know if that was supposed to kill. That's the only part that had me questioning a little bit. Like, should I have killed? Does it matter? It doesn't matter.
I don't know for sure if that was gonna kill with optimal DI, but I mean, he might have just not been ready for it. I feel like that could have just been a 2.
No, yeah, but good stuff to both players.
I'm pretty sure that's the last set we're gonna be looking at for the A side of pools. I think we're moving on to B now. I think they're gonna be calling the sets for that soon.
Yeah. Up on deck for stream, I should say, is going to be Hayes versus Mr. Thugs, Mr. Muggs. I call him Muggs. I don't care. But two players that have been proving themselves every single season, why they belong in the names of, you know, players that you think about when you think about Jersey specifically. Mr. Thugs, Mr. Muggs, always up there in contention. Hayes, always up there in contention as well. One of the best ditties to be doing it here in Jersey. Going up against, yeah, I would say the best Bowser Jr. in Jersey, if not Tri-State. Although that could be a hot take.
I mean, is there... I'm trying to think if there's any competition. I can't think of any other Tri-State players that played Bowser Jr., but